Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm a newcomer.
Welcome.
Yeah, but we met. I just like counted that it happened 18 years ago
Hmm.
in Kiev, in Ukraine.
I see. Uh-huh. Was it 18 years ago that I first went to Kyiv? Wow.
Yeah, can you imagine it? Yeah. So thank you so much for that opportunity. And just immediately when, I saw you, something started to happen. Like there is kind of feeling. And I'm trying to be very rational, but I can stop crying, I don't know. I can feel a lot of love coming out, like just a wave of ocean, the screen. And it's like unbelievable. And even I'm asking myself, is it just in my imagination? But I check it and it's not. So I'm so happy to be back.
Well, you're most welcome, Anastasia. Most welcome.
Okay. And there is like maybe a question, that now at this point of time, my primary focus is to, like direct myself to this so-called, natural state of being, meaning just like somehow to not just egoless way of living, but I would say that it's even more than that. It's like, that I'm able to be almost all the time. I'm able to be present and like uh, be aware of what's going on. And I wouldn't even say that like I can see through the consciousness and accept like on the consciousness level of living, but at the same time I can feel there is like this subtle feeling of I is present. And I can also feel that, this through this I, it's like this subjective, objective approach appears. I don't know if I can translate myself. I mean, is it clear or not?
Yes, it is. Now, when I talk, I make a distinction between this subject-object state of duality
Yeah.
and the state of secondary involvement, which is this sense that this dualistic state in which I exist, that I exist as an independent entity. Not that I am an entity, which is the subject object state, but that this entity is independent.
Okay.
So it is that very subtle distinction that I make in my teaching. Because if you are trying to get rid of the subject object state,
Wow, it's
you're
impossible.
it's impossible. It's
Yeah.
impossible. So it is this quality of independence in the subject object state
Yeah, got it.
that brings the suffering. So that's what I talk about these days.
Oh, okay. Okay. And how to realize it's like I don't know if it's a question, but that okay, as a new person here, yeah, like
Yes, yes.
where to start or how to continue my journey on this path.
Well, the way that I talk here is
Okay.
that this journey of Anastasia is, in fact, not Anastasia's journey.
Yeah.
It is the journey of consciousness moving as Anastasia.
It's a
So
kind
this,
of like avatar, yeah?
if you like, yes.
Okay.
So in a sense, the question, what must I do to advance the cause, to
Mm-hmm.
gain my desire, is not so relevant.
Yeah, it belongs to Anastasia.
Well, it does belong to Anastasia, and at that level, Anastasia does things.
Yeah.
So Anastasia will do what she thinks is a good idea in the moment to get what she wants. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Obvious.
Yes. So that's kind of what's going on. But when we go deeper, it is, in fact, all of this is a movement of consciousness of the source.
So it's a kind of like switch in perception or a switch in, I don't know, like this point of a semblance, if I can say it.
Well, there's libraries full of descriptions of that which cannot be described, that transcendent, non-experiential
Yeah.
state. And even to say it's a state is a misnomer. It is everything. So this is the point at which the language fails us and our concepts fail us. That we cannot conceive of that which has no substance or structure, and yet is everything.
Basically, it would be wrong that to say that, or actually not wrong, but somehow it's like from one hand, on the one hand, it's like Anastasia cannot can't do anything, and on the other hand, it's like I can do something, and it's not about that at all.
Yes.
It is about something that is like it's not doesn't belong this field, I would say. Yeah.
Well, it does. But it does belong to it. The field, this Anastasia and the doing and the not doing is all part of it.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Right now, I can feel that there is a kind of like an actor inside me that is like protesting this feeling that, okay, what about me? And it's quite a subtle thing because, I thought that I got rid of it, but no, it is here, fully present, like, and craving for attention.
Yes. Now I give this thing that you were referring to the name. I've given it a name. The
Yeah.
false sense of authorship.
Yeah.
And I give it this name so we can, as a shorthand, so we can talk about that sense that you say, there's that there.
Yeah.
Now, that arises. It's not there all the time. And in fact, it's not there most of the time. That secondary involvement, that sense that which I, Anastasia, am doing, that I am doing as the author, as an independent creator. That sense isn't there all the time. It comes and goes. You do all sorts of things all through the day without that sense attaching to what you're doing. From breathing to digesting to brushing your teeth in the morning to all kinds of things, all through the day, all sorts of things without secondary involvement. It is just that that secondary involvement is associated with suffering. So when it happens, you notice, even though you may not experience in that moment that gut-wrenching suffering itself, it is the whiff of the suffering. The perfume of the suffering is there whenever that arises.
Yeah.
Whether it's anxiety or fear.
Yeah. It's a kind of like right now it's like as if like a fear of losing it, like or non-existence, even like this.
Yeah. Because this false sense of authorship claims to be you. Says, I'm Anastasia. If I am gone, then Anastasia will be gone. Because it has claimed you. But it's simply not true.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, now I'm just like aware of it. I mean, it was so clear. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.